It's Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It is Wednesday, July 15th. We've made it, Jeff, to the middle of the week.
I'm loving Wednesdays, Tori.
I know. I'm Tori, and Brandon joins us from home. Brandon, how you doing? How you feeling?
All's well. All's well here, you know, just blessed and another blessed, grateful day. So glad to see you too.
Hashtag blessed. I appreciate that.
I like it.
Yes. Now, this has been all over, and we're going to get to it. We want your opinion. We've been talking about this new book from the president's niece, Mary Trump. Well, the book's out now after the president's brother failed to stop its publication. Mary Trump gave a television interview, her very first, and here's some of what she had to say to ABC's George Stephanopoulos.
There are so many parallels between the circumstances in which my family operated and in which this country is now operating. I saw firsthand what focusing on the wrong things, elevating the wrong people can do, the collateral damage that can be created by allowing somebody to live their lives without accountability. If I can do anything to change the narrative and to tell the truth, I need to do that.
The White House has said that Mary Trump is clearly acting in her own financial self-interest. So we need to know what y'all think, okay? Because we've been talking a lot about it here. Is she shedding light on the truth, or is she just throwing shade? And I like that shade light thing. Real quick, I think we need to mention she's also in a PhD in advanced clinical psychology. So she's not just speaking out of turn when she discusses what she thinks Trump has. She's also the niece and has seen what I think is some pretty horrible manipulative abuse from her grandfather. I mean, take Trump out of this, Jeff, and you've got a pretty sick, sad, power-obsessed family here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not a PhD. But here's the thing I don't like, Tori. I don't like people capitalizing, and I'm not siding with the White House here. This is just my opinion. I don't like people capitalizing on other people's successes, okay? She's writing a book here, and now she's getting marched around to ABC, to CBS, to all the big networks, and she's kind of making a little name for herself. It smells a lot like, who is that alleged prostitute and her, Michael Avenatti. I got a Michael Avenatti smell from her, you know, that I just don't like. It comes off not good. And there's a person who wrote a book about Trump now there's a person who wrote a book about Melania. And listen, I hate throwing this example out there, but if we put the shoe on the other foot and said, this person is writing a book about Barack Obama or Michelle Obama, I have a feeling our show would be saying a lot, take a different angle on this. That's all I'm saying.
And I appreciate you bringing that up. That's super honest. I do want to say legally she has every right to publish it because you're a public figure. You put yourself out there. You're allowed to have people write about you. Seriously. She's also a niece and she has some firsthand accounts. Brandon, do you think that what Jeff said is true? If this was written about the Obamas, we'd all be jumping on it?
Well, yes, absolutely yes, because, I mean, it's the president, you know, like we talk about celebrities, we talk about sports figures and people that we admire and look up to, but it's the president of the United States. Anytime anyone writes some sort of book about the president, especially so close to home, being a family member, then whether it was Barack, whether it was Jimmy Carter, whomever it is, I think that we'd be all over this. But I do agree with you, Jeff, for sure, about, and like you say, I don't have a PhD either, but I think there's some sort of capital gain here, because where were you in 2016? You know, and all she's doing, when I watched the Good Morning America interview this morning, all she's doing is pretty much saying what other people, other biographers had said about Donald Trump. There's already a Netflix special on the father in that Trump family. So unless she's giving us some new information or she's had some behind the scenes stuff that's talking about policy or where this country is going, then I just see someone trying to capitalize.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I strongly disagree with you guys. If you read more about what she's saying, and we'll move on to the next topic, but please write in. She does have a back. Her father died, Fred Trump. No one went to see him in the hospital. No one was allowed to. She said her grandfather pitted the children against each other, dropped people, very verbally abusive, and you don't get that perspective from someone, let's say, on Trump's staff. So I appreciate that perspective.
Why do we need to know all that right now? Our country's divisive enough, and I'm not taking sides here. I'm just saying we don't need a book putting more gasoline onto the fire in this sense. And it's just her opinion. Listen, I think the dynamic between the father and Trump, his father,
Fred,
is very interesting. Listen, I think that would be cool, a documentary after this fire has went down a little bit. But for the book to come out right now, I can't help but think she's capitalizing in some sense.
And for me, the book to come out right now is I'm educating people before the election. And I think that's important.
And as always, we
disagree.
We are on the opposite sides of things.
But we still care about each other. Yeah.
It'll come out in my biography.
Yeah, all right. Well, have you my heart's like...
No, of course we do.
Of course we do. Now, we got to move on to Ivanka Trump's new jobs initiative to help the millions of Americans who are unemployed find work. So if you haven't heard about it, here it is. It encouraged them to, quote, find something new. Here's Ivanka introducing it yesterday.
As part of our Pledge to America's Workers initiative, today we launched findsomethingnew.org. You have to check it out. It's amazing. For workers and students of all ages and backgrounds, it showcases the different pathways that exist to career success that don't require a traditional 2- or 4-year college degree.
Okay, well, a lot of people are reacting, many saying this is tone deaf. Others think it's actually a necessary step to help people re-enter the workforce. What do you think? And Brandon, I am going to preface it that both can be true. I think adaptation to a new coronavirus pandemic is needed, but I also think saying find something new is an incredibly stupid slogan. I do. I think it's absolutely patronizing.
It's a little tone deaf, and I like what they're doing. I like this initiative that they're pumping, but the wording, it's a little tone deaf. When she says go through that pathway, I hope that pathway is free. Because we have millions of Americans out there who are in debt right now because of what they owe to Sallie Mae. So on this pathway to finding a newer education or a new trade, it's just going to be free to all Americans. I always say, like, people complain about, oh, McDonald's is bringing in these kiosks. It's going to take away from the workforce of the people who work at McDonald's. No, learn how to build the kiosk so the kiosk doesn't replace you. But we have to have the resources for these people so they can learn these new trades.
And I got to be honest, I want to get to you, Jeff, but coming from Ivanka, it's also like, you can do it, find something new. It just reads a little patronizing. Yeah. Also, I do want to bring this up to get your opinion on this, Jeff. Ivanka recently posted this photo, and it went on Twitter. This is her holding Goya, the beans. It's Goya, it has to be good. If you don't know, the CEO of Goya recently praised Trump in the Rose Garden, and now there's sort of a fight boycotting not. This actually does violate an ethics rule, a federal ethics rule. You can't promote a product while you're an executive branch employee. How do you feel about that?
I don't want a Goya there. I was sitting on that, Tori, and I knew I was going to make you laugh. I was waiting. I was just like, I can't wait to pull the trigger on that one. And I really don't. I really don't. What I do want to say is quickly, because I want to get this next story in, but as a man and having women my whole life tell me it's not what you said, it's how you said it. I think Ivanka's idea of, people wanting to get back out there and work is good. How she said it.
And who says the message? And who makes the message, right? The messenger matters.
I do agree with you a little bit on this one, Tori. So we're coming back.
We're getting there. He cares. All right, we got to really quickly talk about this new Burger King initiative. They're trying to cut down on how much cows burp and fart. No joke.
This is why I wanted to get to this story. Break it up a little bit.
Break it up. They've even got a new ad with a kid singing about it. Take a look.
When cows fart and burp and splatter, well, it ain't no laughing matter. They're releasing methane every time they do. And that methane from the rear goes up to the atmosphere and pollutes our planet, warming me and you.
I wonder if that's the Yodel kid.
That was a good call.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Burger King's new Whopper is made from cows fed a special diet that will reduce gas emissions by 33%. You might think this is a joke, but methane creates an enormous problem for climate change, Jeff.
Yeah, I just wanted you to read this story. I really have nothing to say about it, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Does it make you want to eat Burger King more?
No, it doesn't really.
Okay.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It doesn't. I'm not going to be like, oh, you know what? There's McDonald's, there's Burger King. I think I'm going to go to Burger King because it produces less 33% methane from, where it comes from. You know what I mean? So it's like.
I mean, I think if you're trying to do good, a good step. Brandon, do you think you would go get a Whopper Jr. because of the methane song?
Tori, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds. Do I look like I eat Whopper Juniors? I eat the real Whopper.
I love Whopper Juniors.
Come on now. But I think us as grown-ups, we look at the message and we're like, oh, this is gross. But all kids see, the younger generation, they see the Yodel kid who does that floss dance, and there's their celebrity. Now they're gonna go eat a Whopper Junior.
Yeah, and it is
So,
the Yodel
I mean,
Kid.
it's brilliant on Burger King's part.
It is. We got confirmation. It is the Yodel Kid, and young kids care. The next generation cares about the climate change.
And listen, I don't want to sound insensitive either. I said that like I don't care because I'm not a scientist.
Right.
Is methane from cows the biggest problem we have?
It's big.
The exhaust coming out of our cars isn't bigger?
No, to be honest, it's like a third of the climate change. It's an issue.
Oh,
cow farts.
What did you write your PhD in?
On my cow farts.
Exactly.
Brandon, stick around. Coming up on TV. Tyra Banks scores a big new gig. Wait till you find out. The popular TV show she'll soon be hosting. Do not go away.
Pets are
Tom Bergeron. You know how he always goes live. Well, now we know who will fill his shoes. It's Tyra Banks. Way to smize on that. Not only that, but Tyra will also help executive produce the show. She said that we should expect some big shakeups in the new season. Brandon, are you smizing about this or are you not smizing? You happy?
I don't know what schmizing means, and we're on
explain the
national
schmi-
television, so I'm not going to say yes or no.
Smizing is when she hosted America's Next Top Model, and smizing is when you smile, but just with your eyes.
Oh.
I'm frightened.
Oh, I'm smizing, Tori. I'm smizing.
Do you like the pic?
Yeah, I do like the pick because I feel as though, and I think she hopped on as executive producer as well. This is just my theory because she wanted to have more control. Because look, the show, the ratings have been going down over the years. And like I mentioned yesterday in our DBL Access show, I mentioned that people don't want to see those old school dances anymore. So I see them kind of bringing in a category or bringing in like some young kid who created some viral TikTok dance and having them do that.
Cool.
It's a little bit more modern and it gets people at home wanting to be more involved with the show.
And
I think the ratings are going to go up just because of that alone, if they do that.
And adding hip hop or something like that. Look, I just don't feel warm warm when I watch Tyra Banks. I'll be super honest. I don't think she's my favorite host. So I don't love this idea. Jeff, do you?
Here's the thing, what Brandon, you kind of just explained, there's a lot of shows out there. So you think you could dance, all these other hip hop shows, and I like those shows. I think they're great for, you know, people to express their dance. This is kind of a built-in audience. It takes old school classic dance and brings it to, you know, the new school era. So getting her as a host is fine. Putting her on an EP, executive producer, might be a problem because she's going to put the show the way she wants to do it. And I think the audience that you built in already might be gone if she changes it too much. That's my only concern.
Interesting. Let us know what you guys think. We're checking in. People liked my smizing is what I got. A majority of them were writing in how beautiful I looked. Coming up on DBL, we're speaking to a self-made beauty businesswoman to find out how the makeup industry is evolving with the times. Don't miss this amazing DBL Spotlight. Welcome back to DBL. Shalini Videra is a businesswoman who is using beauty to change lives and to change the world. Lindsay spoke with her earlier in today's DBL Spotlight. Enjoy.
Shalini Videra, thank you so much for joining us on DBL.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to know first, what drew you to the cause of teaching marginalized women the beauty of this industry and the ways of the beauty industry?
I've been in beauty for so long, and in 2017, I ended up receiving the Mahatma Gandhi Award for my work in leadership and women empowerment. And soon after, the government officials in India called me up and said, look, we really need your help to help the girls here in India be as confident and, you know, have the ability to thrive in their life. Can you help them? And I thought the best way to do that was through beauty, which is a universal language around the world, and, you know, something that we can skill and train these girls in to give them a better future.
Talk to me about Ready, Set, Jet. How does this empower women through beauty?
This is my third brand I've created. It's really fun. It's, you know, kind of the Marie Kondo of beauty. You've got these, you know, products that you can customize. So the idea is to have a brand that scales globally, with the proceeds going into the Ready, Set, Jet Academy. And that's where we go into these disenfranchised communities, and we get to work with these girls that have never been to school in their life and have really no access to education after the age of 15. And now, given everything that's happening with COVID and what's happening here in the US, we're actually extending the academy to an online version for women everywhere to have the ability to learn a new skill and start earning money.
That's amazing. It turns, you know, somebody's vision into actual practice. So can you tell me about the type of women that you guys work with?
Yeah, so I was actually in India in January and February, but right before lockdown, and I had the incredible privilege and opportunity to go into some of the slums and work with girls from the age of 12 to 20 to give them this, opportunity to work in beauty, learn entrepreneurship, have a vocation that's certified they can work anywhere in the world, and then the ability to start, breaking that cycle of poverty is just really fantastic.
Now, I know you're teaching these women to be, the beauty experts of the world, but what tips can we regular folks use in order to stay beautiful?
Well, it's funny. I spent 2 years writing my book, Passport to Beauty, where I traveled all over the world and I got all these amazing beauty secrets. And there's never been a better time than being, stuck at home to do these, because a lot of them start with food. So, one of my favorite secrets is for really hard nails, just chopping up some fresh garlic and adding it to a bottle of clear nail polish, letting it stew for about 7 days, gives you harder than acrylic nails. It's a beauty secret of the Dominican Republic.
You know what? I'm trying the garlic thing on my nails tonight.
Oh, it's my favorite.
So how has the beauty industry evolved to be more inclusive and involved with global causes?
America's like literally the greatest melting pot in the world, and we've got new skin tones being born minute by minute. How do we cater to these clients? And you're starting to see, shade ranges become much more wide with an array of colors for all skin tones. And also gender fluid beauty has become really big. And I love the fact that we're being inclusive to LGBTQ and really for anyone that wants to be and play in beauty. At the end of the day, it's all about self-care.
Right. Shalini Vadera, thank you so much for joining us. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to DBL. Tiki torches are a very popular backyard item, but you could skip the score.
Store. It said store.
I was trying to sell it. Listen, you can make one at home. It's today's DBL Home Hack presented by American Home Shield.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, guys? I have a really cool home hack for you guys today. This is one of my favorites, and who doesn't like a good tiki torch in the summertime? Number one, it's just cool looking in your backyard, and number two, for me, I hate mosquitoes, and this will keep the mosquitoes away. So first, what we need here is a 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch copper coupling. That's what this is right here. You're gonna need some tiki replacement wick. You're gonna need some nylon thread seal tape. You're gonna need some torch fuel, the main ingredient, and obviously a bottle of your choice, whether it be a beer bottle, a wine bottle. This is an empty whiskey bottle, and I always hold on to these, guys, because you can do lots of cool things. All right, guys, so very simple. Stay with me here. I'm gonna bring you through the steps. All you're gonna do is take your little copper piece right here, take your tiki torch replacement and put it in there. Okay, I put a little nail on there. I don't know if you guys could see that right there, just so it stops in there. And obviously the metal isn't gonna harm the flame. Then you're gonna wanna take your tape and just go around here. All right, so I'm gonna say that's good right there. So again, what I'm saying here is, guys, you want this to fit in tight over here. So there it is, it's a tighter little seal. I'm gonna push that all the way in once I get my fuel in there. All right, guys, so this part, I'm gonna walk on over here just because I have kids and I don't wanna spill this around the fire. You're gonna wanna be careful when you're pouring this into the bottle, so follow me. I suggest if you have a funnel, you're gonna wanna use that.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, look, the kids are here. They like to join in on this stuff too. Ross, will you go get Papa a towel?
No.
All right, that's good. Perfect. And the final step, here we go. There you go, guys. Get yourself a better lighter, and there you go, a home hack for your own at-home tiki torch. And like I said, it keeps the bugs away. It's a beautiful ambiance, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. When it comes to your home, American Home Shield warranty helps cover many things homeowners insurance leaves out. Call American Home Shield at 1-800-919-3629 to get a free quote today. There you go.
That was kind of cool.
You like that one?
Yeah, but I was like, it's gonna explode, it's gonna explode, it's gonna explode.
You make sure you do the tape around that I showed you. Gotta make that real tight so nothing else gets in there. And the whiskey bottle, I finally used, you know those things that people, like you always see in movies where they just take the cork out and there's whiskey in it?
Yes.
I finally used those because I needed a bottle to do this home hack, and I poured the whiskey in there. So next time I make a whiskey, I'm gonna pretend I'm in a movie.
You know when you're like at a bar or saloon and you're just like, give me a whiskey.
And they're just like,
Tiki torch it. That's right. DBL is new every day. We will see you same time, same place tomorrow. We hope we lit the way for you to have a good day.